What's up, guys? We are back with another 1OK Rock live performance. This is Clock Strikes from the 2023 Luxury Disease Tour. This was suggested from someone in the comment section, so shout out to that person. I'm pretty much just picking songs from my comment section at this point since I'm getting a lot of recommendations, which is awesome. So I'm excited to dive into this one. Before we get started, if you guys could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. Also, feel free to comment any other bands, artists, live performances you want to see in the near future, and let's see what we got.
Waits for you, what's breaking through? Nothing for good, you show it's true.
Nice. We got a very open first verse here, because the drums are spaced out a little more than you hear on not just their songs, but a lot of songs that would come in at the beginning like this. I really like the effect on the guitar as well.
Nothing for good, you show it's true.
Shout out to the drummer's drum tech. His snare is super poppy and sounds really good and really dialed in for all of their live performances I've seen so far. Nice. Yeah. I'm sorry, I really like the transition of the drums there, because it's very open, picks it up just a little bit and then picks it up even more. I've noticed they've done that a couple times now, where he'll bring in the snare a little more consistently, and even just that alone will pick up the overall groove of the melody. Like the snare picks up here. Oh, interesting. His singing is, oh man, obviously very experienced at this point as a vocalist overall, but even his tone is just right in the sweet spot. Interesting transition going into the chorus. We'll run that back real quick. There's like another half measure of, or there's another like half beat where it pauses there for a second. You think it's gonna come in, but they kind of drag it out there. And then the guitar stays clean. There's like a clean effect on the guitar throughout the entire chorus. I'm wondering if maybe in one of the latter choruses of this song they'll pick up with the guitars a little bit, because just in my opinion, I feel like it would help with the overall intensity, but maybe that's not what they're going with the song. It's just they're keeping it light and melodic, at least for now. Those like very aggressive ghost notes right into the second verse. Really like that. I just really like their drummer. He's so good. Yeah, maybe those aren't ghost notes. Maybe those are just more aggressive kind of flare hits on the drum there. Okay, more condensed second verse, but you know, it works overall with what the drums were doing for sure. He's doing a lot of vocal runs in this chorus. It's not anything crazy as far as like range goes, but he's doing a lot of very flavorful with the vocals on this so far. Little bit of vibrato, that was nice. You can keep it till the end. The drummer, dude. Nice electronic beat.
Time is always forever. The time is always forever.
You hear how he transitions so smoothly between singing full out and then just going real soft, and it's so subtle and smooth you don't even really initially you don't pick up how much that adds to the dynamic of just the melody in the chorus. But it seems like he's singing this chorus a little differently because it's more just, you know, when the instrumental's cut out and he's just singing, it's more for him to kind of do those little nuances with his voice just to show off a little bit. Like that, yeah, the word time there, he pulls way back on that and gets like a little airy and a little soft, and then he comes back in strong. It's just those little things that add to the dynamics that you don't always pick up on, but sound really good. Look at that. He said, "You guys sing it now." I don't know if you could ever get desensitized to that. Just having tens of thousands of people singing your music back to you. See, now everything cuts out and the guitar picks up a little bit. Not anything crazy, he's just strumming more double time. And then has a slightly crunchier effect on there as well. So maybe we'll get a little bit more of a build here.
Believe the time is always forever. Believe the time is always forever.
Oh, it's so it sounds so comfortable for him, and he's just so smooth with it.
Is always forever.
Oh man. Oh my God. See, and you can do that when you know how to sing properly. So let's break that down real quick. I want to break down everything he's doing. Hold on. Even before leading into it, right? Because he's just in the sweet spot right here.
Is always forever. Believe the time is always forever.
So that's the thing. Doesn't even need much of a pause before going into this because his technique is impeccable. So, stop singing for just a second. Now here's where the magic happens. So, right off the bat, again, his jaw is very loose. It's not he's not overly, opening up, but opening up right enough for the sweet spot. Look at his posture. He's not jolting out his neck, right? His chin's back a little bit. His back is pretty much completely straight. So when you sing like that, the sound goes down the back of your spine, essentially, resonates through your body. You use your diaphragm properly, and you're just letting the sound resonate at that point. Also, he's leaning back, because when you lean back, it helps. Leaning back can help you get extra air as well. You don't always need to, but depending on where they're at in the show for this, that helps with that little extra bit of support. He's not pushing a ton of air. Doesn't need to push a ton of air, right? I can not even just pausing it and just looking at him, I can see his technique is like spot on, right? Because, he's very experienced at this point. But it's all those little things that you're doing physically that make a big difference there, So again, jaw's loose, nice open tone. Didn't need a ton of breath to get into that. Isn't pushing a ton of air. Doesn't need to push a ton of air. Posture straight. That sound resonates throughout your body. You get the proper amount of support from your diaphragm. You get a little bit of extra support from leaning back. And we're on cloud 9. This is a cakewalk for him. And then he's even got it's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but looks like he's got his tongue down and out a little bit. You get your tongue out of the way. That opens you up even a little more so to let that sound just ease on through. Here's the thing. He probably could have held that out for another 5 to 10 seconds if he really wanted to, right? That's incredibly impressive, but you don't see him running out of air or overly exerting at the very end there. He just goes, that's good. That's impressive enough, right? One more time. You can really tell if you start to run out of air because your neck will get a little tense, right? But again, everything he's doing is spot on. Neck looks not extremely relaxed. There's still tension happening in your vocal cords, right? Because you're stretching them to sing, right? But he's just in the sweet spot. He eases into that sweet spot and says, I'm just gonna sit here for however long. Yeah, he is sticking his tongue out a little bit. Again, it's all those little things. I'm surprised he didn't. It's actually, for some singers, it would have been easier to let your vibrato go a little bit there. But he holds that as a straight tone, which, in my opinion, or for me, sometimes that can be more difficult. So even with everything he's doing right, that's still extremely impressive. And that didn't gas him out at all. That was like, that literally looked like a walk in the park for him. Oh, look at the drummer cheesing. Dude, killing it. Yeah, so after that bridge, or that, I guess that would be a bridge section. You don't need to up the intensity of the chorus, right? You're hooked at this point. Oh, man. Man. That's some rock star status right there. So that last chorus. Yeah, so again, little things that he's doing. That last word he sings, he goes back into like very soft airy just for a moment, and then goes back into full voice, and then does a lot of riffs in this chorus. Right here. Real soft. Yeah, slight melody change for the last chorus, and then flares up there just real smoothly. Little bit of vibrato, again, very controlled. And then ends it out with just the perfect amount of vibrato right there to, it's not too much, and it's just subtle enough to add a little bit of flair and texture to what he's singing. Man, this was way to take I don't want to say simple, a fairly standard structured pop rock song, and elevate it significantly live by implementing all those little things he's doing vocally. This seems like a song that was specifically written for him as a vocalist to showcase what he can do. Pretty simple for all the musicians and guys in the band to play. And then not even anything too crazy written vocally, but he's doing all these little things in his voice to just take what could be a very standard live performance of a song and just elevating it to, again, rock star status, But of course, this is last year, so they're extremely experienced. They're top level pros at this point, so that's kind of what you expect. Yeah, I really like that. See, this is one where, like, the recording of the song, I probably would have been like, it's a good song, But seeing it live, again, shout out to, there was a couple people that recommended this performance from this live tour. in the comments, and I can see why now. Really nice to see his, his technique hasn't been bad by any means on any of the other performances, but it's easier to hone in on what he's doing vocally when the rest of the song is fairly standard as far as structure goes. I thought they might up the intensity a little bit on the last chorus, but again, they didn't need to, just kind of they really just let the singer carry this song, which is smart. He did his thing, seemed super comfortable for him, no problem. Wasn't gassed at all. This could have been a song like way later in their live set. Doesn't matter. Yeah, shout out to the people in the comments again for suggesting this one. This one was a banger for sure. All right, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Go check out some of the covers I've done on my channel. I got a bunch on there, and I will see you in the next one.